G'day everyone, welcome back to the At Home AMRA Model Railway. I do apologise that I haven't posted enough videos for the 2024. It's been a very busy beginning to 2024 for me, going back to work, and I've basically had to hit the ground running. So I haven't spent as much time as I probably should have out here in the train room and videoing and formulating some content for you guys, the viewers. But today presented a good opportunity for me to try and get back into here and get back into the swing of things with the AMRA Zillmere Open buy swap sell day. So I went today with a wallet with a little bit of cash in it and decided to see what I could buy at the buy swap sell tables. So we'll have a look at what I came across, how I spent it, and what they can do. So in front of me we have what I've collected from today's buy swap sell day, all second-hand items. Now I walked in with $90 in my wallet and I've walked out with $40 in change. So that's not a bad morning's sales. I've got 3 locomotives there for well and truly under $100, and the price tags that are on some of these things don't reflect what I've actually paid for them. So up in the back corner here, we've got a Mainline Railways GWR 460 Manor class locomotive. Now at first inspection from the box, this looks virtually untouched. I know the sticker does say that it's got noisy gears, but for a locomotive of this vintage, that is to be expected. But just on the physical presentation of the locomotive, even in the box, is certainly worth the $25 that I actually paid for it. So this one's a bit of a gamble at $25, but again, a lot of the locomotives that I'm running do sound a bit noisy due to their age and their motor type, so that sort of sound doesn't concern me, but we'll unbox that a little bit later and we'll have a look at it. To the left of it, a little 040 tank locomotive. It's been, by the looks of it, it's been kit bashed a little bit. It's got QR logos, an Australian Southern, which, yeah, some of the decals have seen better days. I think the locomotive itself has seen better days, but I'll reveal why I purchased this a little bit later on. It does say that it's in good working order. Now, the $35 price tag, I wasn't going to pay that for the condition that it's in, but this one I actually managed to pick up for less than half price for $15. To the left of that one again, don't quote me on this, but it looks to me like a Fleischmann. It's by the looks of it, a German Fleischmann locomotive. This one was in not working condition, and I initially passed this one up on the table because I actually thought that the price tag said $70. This one actually had $10 on it in a not working condition. Now, given the look of the locomotive, it doesn't appear to be in too bad a shape in terms of presentation. Yes, there's a buffer missing there, but actually in general terms of how the locomotive presents, there's a couple of missing at the back and at the front. They're easily repairable, but even as a standalone locomotive in my display case, even at $10 for something like that, I didn't think that was a bad buy. Again, that one was half price and that was $5. Again, with that one too, being that I think, and don't quote me again on it being Fleischmann, even if it's not working, the chances of repairing it to make it running are pretty good. To the front, nice little Hornby loaded flat car with a timber load and some nice chains. That was $5. I'm happy to pay that for something like that, and that'll make a great little addition to go behind some of the little saddle tanks and stuff that I've got running around on the layout. In the middle here, $2 tank cleaning car. You can't go wrong with that. something that's, that you can drag behind your trains, and put the cleaning pad on. It needs a little bit of adjustment, but any of you that know cleaning cars, they can be, $10, $20, $30 and upwards, for a cleaning car. So for $2, I'm quite happy with that. If it doesn't work out as a cleaning car, it's a again, it's a $2 wagon to put into a freight train. And last but not least is a Triang drop deck flat car, listed at $3. Again, just as part of a freight load, I'm quite happy to pay $3 for rolling stock, to run around the layout. Last but not least, sitting down here on my lap is a shoebox. Vancy actually spotted this one and picked it out for me. It was giveaway. Even though he couldn't write it, he pointed out the track in a box and asked me about it. So this box was entirely free, from the club, and upon closer inspection, I know it's old steel track, but upon closer inspection, I believe that this was Fleischmann track as well, if I can try and find a piece. There we go. So it is Fleischmann track. German track from probably back from before when I was born. The intention behind this, depending on, doesn't look like it's in great condition, but hopefully I can make some form of oval or track layout, for Vancy to have his own first HO layout. Hence this locomotive here, that I've bought. Hopefully I can get it running. It doesn't really matter. It's not one of my locomotives that's going to get damaged. So Vancy can have, he's got another little diesel in the cabinet as well, that he can start to have his own locomotives and rolling stock. And with any luck, he can actually start to run his own little mini HO layout. So we'll see where that progresses in the future. But we'll put some of these out on the track, and see what they can and can't do. To the left hand side of the camera here, we've got our little cheap 040 sitting on the track. So I've just bonked him on. We'll turn the controller on and see how it runs. So initially, power to the track, that's full power, there's nothing there. We'll dial it back down. Let's just hope that it does run. So I'll give it a little bit of a coaxing, shall we? Oh, there we go, we've got a little bit of movement out of it. We'll just dial a bit of speed up. Oh, there we go. So initially it sounds a little bit clunky and rough. It probably hasn't been run in a while. We'll just change the direction back. Very, very noisy and clunky, but it does run. So a little bit of a clean up and a little bit of love, I think. For one of Vancy's first little steam locomotives, I don't think that's going to be too bad. Not a bad buy for $15, so we'll try our next locomotive and see what we get out of that. I don't hold high hopes for this one, but we'll throw it on the track and put some power to it and find out. This one was advertised as a non-runner, so I'm not going to hold my hopes high, but we can cross our fingers and see if we do get anything from it. So we'll turn the controller on, a little bit of power. Didn't really hold any high hopes, but sometimes you can get lucky when people advertise them as non-runners and you get a little bit of life out of them. So I'm not seeing even any sparks or anything come out of it from that, so I might have to take to it with a screwdriver and we'll have a look over it. But again, as a static model, I'm happy with that for the price that I paid for $5, so we'll move on to the last locomotive. Okay, so here we go. Out on the track, ready for her maiden run. And off she goes. Yes, the track's a little bit dirty in this corner, but and she's off. I do hope you liked the presentation today from what I picked up at the AMRA Open Buy Swap Sell Day. I have done a separate unboxing video for this locomotive in another video, as this video probably has gone a little bit too long. But as Duck from Thomas the Tank Engine once said, West is best. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.